All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to some PC Building Simulator. I just had a lot of fun with this last time I did it, which was 2 days ago, I believe. And so I figured I'd go ahead and just do another video. It's kind of for fun for everybody. So if I start hearing some feedback that you guys want to see something else, definitely will do that for you. But yeah, I mean, this was a lot of fun. I have another profile that I had a little more progress, or have a lot more progress on, which I, kind of upgraded this computer with some used parts and stuff like that. But that's okay. I'd like to start over to the beginning for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and where we left off, I'm pretty sure excuse me, pretty sure I completed everything here and I just need to go to the next day. But let's just go ahead and make sure. So I need 16 gig of RAM. So two things of that and a 600 watt power supply by Sheen. And I have the RAM, it looks like, but it doesn't look like I have. Oh, it's coming Tuesday. 600 watt? Yeah. Okay. Not really sure why that one's coming. I guess I must have not pushed next day delivery, so that's my fault. But we will definitely get that for him. So yeah, it looks like we are all good to go. We're going to go ahead and skip to the next day. Or end this day, whatever you want to say. We're going to come to work today, the next day, and we should have our RAM. And we're just going to go ahead and put that in. Ooh, unscrew this, unscrew that. So if anybody has watched my SnowRunner stream, I did get a new mic that I'm testing out to see if it'll be a little better. I was previously just using, I have this headset that I was using that as the microphone, and I just wasn't liking how my voice sounded. It just was kind of garbled and not quite right. So I wanted to try this. My brother had a different microphone that was he wasn't using, so I'm trying that out. Hope it's working better than what I had previously. All right, so we got the RAM in this guy. Let's go ahead and power it up while we maybe power it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. On my other profile, I have the automatic cable connector. So I was just like, click P. That's all you gotta do. My bad. So we'll just get that hooked up. Now we're good. Now she's going. So we will get that eventually. It's a very handy tool. It makes life just about 10 times easier. But for right now, you gotta start somewhere, right? All right, so we are good to go. Booted up. Just gotta put it in the delivery area. We're gonna do the same with this guy. And let's just go ahead and hook these cables up. Just easier that way. Because we know we're going to have to anyway. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and get in here and remove this and put in the 2 sticks of 8 gig. So eventually we'll start doing some nicer RAM. I know this is some shitty ass pieces of RAM. They're just some boring. I should power it on first. Make sure everything works while we put this on. Aw, cute puppy. Oh, with the cat. Interesting. Alright, so we are good to go on that. And then we're just waiting on that power supply for this guy. And then run 3D Mark. I'm wondering why he needed that done. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our email, see if we have anything else that we need to do as well. Maybe some other jobs to accept. Alright. Oh, and I can collect on these, of course. So we're good there. Same here. So now we have, yeah, so it's this guy. Recently upgraded his PC. That's what it was, right? So he had upgraded some parts, and then it turned out that his power supply wasn't able to handle it. So I don't really understand why he upgraded the parts and then just sent it to us. It does seem like he doesn't really understand. It says I haven't replaced my power supply unit. Could my new parts be drawing too much power? So maybe he doesn't completely understand. Oh, replacement of a motherboard. Okay. So we're going to go here. He's got the Mortoni H170 Tech. So we're going to go ahead and order that for him and accept that. Mortoni H170 Tech. Okay. So we got that in our cart. This one he just needs it clean. That's easy enough. And just some new parts. So I think we're all good to go on that. So we're just going to go ahead and pay for this. I am going to do next day delivery. I don't know why I didn't end up doing. I wonder if it just like defaulted to not doing it. But yeah, so we're going to get the motherboard for that this day. And we have to clean this PC. We have to complete it by this day? Wow. Okay, well that's no problem. It's just cleaning, so that shouldn't take long. And then we have the Sheen Power King coming there, unfortunately, so don't know what to do there. Okay, turn off the light. We are good to go for the day. Let's come back today. So we have the guy with his Power King, that's coming. We got the motherboard for that guy. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and turn on the light. Yeah, so he needed a new motherboard. It looks like it is completely dunzos. So we're just gonna remove the graphics card. Unplug all this. Gonna have to take out his RAM. His air cooler, his processor. This is always the fun job. That's why it's called the motherboard, right? The fucking mother of all. Has everything connected to it. So take that. Alright. That was actually pretty quick. We just got to unscrew all this. I thought that was going to take much longer. And then we have it already, so we're just going to go ahead and stick it back in. Stick the new one in. I wish we could just leave these. I mean, I guess technically if you were to do a very thorough job, you would replace all the screws. But I mean, it's just the screws. I'm sure they'd be fine. Ah, yes. So that's all of his stuff. I don't know why it's... I guess it all puts it in like the PC parts. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and motherboards, get his in here. Click, click. I do like that also on this game I tested out, there's a like free build area, which is really cool. You get to use all the parts that they have in this game just for free. You don't have to worry about anything. And you can make some pretty cool computers. Alright, so apparently we have a broken one of these also. But that's good. We have his 2 sticks of RAM. And let's open that up. And there we go. Let's put his processor in. Let's put thermal paste on that as well. And his cooler. And memory, graphics card, storage. Let's just go PC parts. Okay, so that's all good. We just got to put the cables back in. So we're just going to use that shitty whatever because we don't want to spend the money. I don't know if it actually costs you money. It probably doesn't. And just wire everything up. Right, so it should be good to go now. Let's go ahead and make sure. But it should be all good to go. Powered up. Yeah, so regarding the microphone, like I was saying earlier, I did get a new one. One thing I noticed when I was rewatching my stream was that my controller was very loud in that. So for this game, that doesn't matter so much because I just have to clean this. Because I don't use a controller on this game. I'm not even sure if you can. But I don't. I feel like it would just make it more difficult. It's easier the way it is, I feel, to use a mouse, you know. But anywho, so I tried moving it also. So right now I have it a lot closer to me, and hopefully that'll fix things. I was noticing it's very loud as well. So I'm not, or like, it shows my voice as being very loud. So it's very sensitive, I guess is the word to use. So we'll just see how that goes. It actually seems better here. I'm not hitting as high of a notch as I was. So we'll see if that is better. I didn't really notice it being much of an issue, though, in the stream. Like, I didn't hear any, like... I heard a little bit of distortion in certain times when I was a little louder. But barely ever. So, I don't think that was a big deal. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and collect on those. Oh, we're missing that thermal paste because... Yeah, so this was the one that Uncle Tim fucked up. We saw his email at the very beginning. It was like, oh, don't forget the thermal paste. I always forget that. It's like, yeah, yes you do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get that for him for free. No probs. We're working on this. I think that'll be here tomorrow. We got the motherboard all fixed for him, so that's good to go. We cleaned out this guy's computer, but apparently it's not complete. Oh, you have to, okay. Alright, alright. Apparently you have to boot it up. I don't know why that matters, but I guess it does. I mean, I guess it makes sense to make sure you didn't fuck anything up when you were blowing it out or whatever, but... Alright. Power it on. So I guess I do have enough money now to maybe buy that cable thing. So I might do that. I feel like... No, I think that was a separate thing. It's just the same background on that guy. Okay, so that one's good to go. And we're waiting on the power supply for that. So let's collect. Good to go. Waiting on that. Got that in transit. We need 16 gig of RAM for this guy. So let's go ahead and start getting... well, no, because there will be like a... I guess I already have one of those. Let's make sure. It's probably used. Yeah, it's all used. But I would go for some nicer parts, but we're not to the point where you get the reviews and stuff like that. I think that might be level 3, though, so it should be soon. Alright, so, yeah, it's even showing requires level 2 and 1 star. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that for now. But eventually we will start using some nicer parts to keep them happy. Alright, so we can shut her down, turn the light off, and get the fuck out. Go home for the day. Right, so we have our Power King 600. I never ordered the fucking RAM. Are you serious? Okay, well, I guess that'll be tomorrow thing. So yeah, at least we have this for him. So let's get this. Put that there. Power the computer on. And buy the RAM Next day, good to go. Okay, so, he needs a new power supply. Oh, actually, no. Let's get at it from this side, yep. I always do that. I get that fucking side panel off, and then I'm like, oh. Yeah, I need to be at it from the other side. So let's just unplug everything here. You know, honestly, I'll probably have to open that side anyway, now that I think about it. Let's just unscrew the little, cover here. I don't know, maybe we won't. It might not be completely legit, but that's okay. So it's the 600. Then we're going to install the power supply unit mount. Screw it all in. Alright, so that's in. Let's see if we can just wire it up like this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Connect the motherboard. And is there anything else I need to wire up? I guess not. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these wired up though. And then we'll start it up while we're waiting, or while we're getting the side panel back on. Right. Oh, I said that I was going to power it up while I was putting that on. Ah, sorry guys. Not completely with it today. Alright. So now we got to run 3D Mark. This is annoying because now we have to wait for this to run through, and that takes forever. But we can't do anything, I don't think. Oh, he needs the thermal paste, so I guess we can do that. And I'd rather not just leave that, so alright. But we have to wait on that RAM, so we can't do that. Why don't we see if we can order that auto hookup thing. Auto connect tool, yep. It is $1,000, it's expensive as hell, but worth it, I tell you, worth it. We're only getting 25.5 frames. Got some serious issues, bro. I would not be happy with that. And God, you know, when they're slow, it just takes so much longer, too. But she seems to be holding up to it. Prob's there. Is it getting better? No, it's getting worse. But, I mean, it looks like all the fans are going. It doesn't even have any case fans. Wow. I'd be worried about that. It does have an airflow on top, so I guess maybe it's enough. I mean, it's open here in the front, so I guess. But that seems a little scary to me. I would at least have a fan here. But it did a pretty good job. 3,000, almost 4,000. It's got the i7 6700K. Yeah, I mean, shit, I would definitely have a case fan on that thing. Okay, so let's get his thermal paste on here real quick. That shouldn't take long. Fucking Uncle Tim, though. Fucking this shit up for us. Gotta do this for free because of him. Oh, I took out the processor. Oops. Let's see if I go PC parts. Yeah, that's nice that it actually remembers. And then thermal paste. I'm just so used to, like, opening that up. Alright, and then put his CPU cooler back on. Hold up, is that his? I guess so. Alright. Fire that up. on. Auto connect. So let's make sure it just boots up. We have to run 3D Mark on this bitch too. This is where you really want the other desk. And I'm just gonna fucking... Ugh, god damn it. Alright. Let's put the flash drive in. Get 3D Mark going. Ugh. Sometimes. I mean, after a while, it's very tedious. You know, it's like stuff that you always have to do. It's like, god damn it. Do I really have to? Wait for that shit to get done again. But this guy doesn't have any case fans either. That just worries the hell out of me. I don't know why these people do that. I would definitely have one in there. But okay. Alright, so we got 3D Mark. Let's run it. At least the other guy had it installed at the beginning. God. Now let's go ahead and get our flash drive out of there. Oh, this guy's getting even worse. 5.7. God damn. I don't want to do that, but man, it does look like a pretty shitty graphics card in there. Yeah, and the case is like ours. Like, I mean, not so different. Yeah, I mean, it definitely, eventually I will upgrade that. In my other save, I have like a nicer one. Once you get further along, you know, you'll get people that have nicer computers. And they will send you it for, you know, oh, I want an upgrade. So you'll end up with like some nicer used parts, I guess I would say. Like in my other one, I had a guy send me a i7 6700, which is really nice. That's the second highest or second best processor I can get in this game. Or at least at that point, because the other one would be the 6700K, and he was like, oh, I need a better processor. I was like, okay. So I got him the 6700K and put that in. So I had a 6700 that was used. I was like, all right, I'll just put it in mine. Because they get all pissy at you if you put used parts in theirs, which I get. But I don't care. I'll put it in mine. Have a faster computer. Not that it matters, because all we're doing is looking at our email. Okay, good to go. And we're waiting on the RAM for that. Right? Yeah, that's tomorrow. Okay, cool. So let's just collect on our stuff. Got that. There you go, bro. Bongle. Yep, there it is. You can see your current rating out of 5 stars at the top of the screen. A better grading will mean more varied and lucrative jobs being available. You can download a Bongo thing to see. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get it. Maybe you have to buy it. Let's see, you probably have to go in the shop and buy it. Yeah, it's 300 bucks, fuck it. So let's go ahead and get it installed. So while that's working, we got this done. Got this done. Good review on that. Waiting on the RAM for him. He needs this cleaned by the end of tomorrow. We can do that for him, no probs. By check Bongo, yeah, blah blah blah. Okay. So we are good to go. So we'll go ahead and close these out and restart our computer so we can get our Bongo app going. Alright. So Bongo, let's see what's going on here. 5 stars, 5 stars. CPU need. What are you playing at? So this is probably before we got here. This is like when we first got here. Would be here. I don't know. Yeah, it all seems like. Could you have just thrown my PC out the window? Doggy person, very... Oh, dodgy person, very dodgy decor. Would not recommend. Worst repair job ever. So, yeah, obviously it's turning around. Oh, nope, you can't go to these. Okay. Right, so let's shut it down. Let's go to the next day. Alright, so we have the cleanup. And we have this RAM to put in. It's easy enough. Let's go ahead and clean this for this guy. So we're going to get this done as quick as possible because we know he wants it soon. I don't know why he can't just do this. It'd be cool if he could, like, sell stuff, too. You know, like, start ordering, like, the different parts. And sell them to people. I mean, I guess that's technically what you're doing. But then you don't have to put them in. Like, if they know what they're doing and they just want you to, you know, like... let's power it up. But, like, yeah, if you could just... They just want the parts, so they want you to be able to get it to them quickly. That'd be pretty dope. To make money off of them and like that. Or, like... I don't know. I just feel like that would be cooler. Especially that guy with, like, the power supply. He's like, bro... If you think it might be the power supply because you upgraded everything else and now you're thinking it could be drawing too much power, yeah, that's probably your issue. And it's not like I did any troubleshooting to decide. Yeah, that's your problem. So, I don't know. Oh, I probably should pull this out first. There we go. Okay, so now he needs 16 gigs, so we're just gonna bloop. And let's close these. I don't know why I opened those. And power it up. Should be good to go now. Cool. So we are good to go. Not too bad. So I think I'm going to end it there. That was a pretty good episode. We at least unlocked the Bongle stuff now. And we have our cord auto connect thing, which is so useful. I mean, over time, it just gets so annoying to connect those cables every 5 seconds. Customer reviews are fickle things. People are not always upfront about what they want. Keep an eye on what the customer says in their email, as they'll often mention hidden objectives you can complete for extra rating stars. You only get to see hidden objectives that you've completed, so make sure you do a good job and then try to get them all. Okay, so yeah, we've unlocked a few things, like our Bongle thing. The new RAM has really helped my PC, but now something keeps getting my home page to Bing. Oh. And he has Team Group. So, yeah, so like on this one, we kind of messed that up. Well, I messed that up because I didn't scan it for viruses, I assume is what's going on. And I also didn't use Team Group parts. And I kind of thought that was going to bite us in the ass, but I didn't think about it. So, whatever. We got that done for him. My PC looks new. Like it's new, and somehow they knew plastic white cables were my favorite and put some in. I didn't do that, but okay. I guess he already had plastic white cables in there and forgot. But either way, oh, and this is that guy about the thermal paste. goes, hello there. Thank you for fixing my PC. Since you added the thermal paste, it is running nicely. I didn't realize the business is under new ownership. A good thing too, I think. I have been impressed with your timely fixing of this issue, so I'm happy to give you another chance. I shall recommend you to anyone that needs work doing. Okay, so that's good. We kind of turned that around. We have some more jobs here that we will do in the future. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, please do leave a like. Definitely lets me know, or comment, do this more, something like that. And I will be sure to do that for you. And of course, if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified, and I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.